Alright, what's going on? Welcome back to another versus battle video. Today we got my boy Kakashi versus Guy. Now in this video we're more so going to be talking about, well, I'm going to start off talking about base Guy and base Kakashi, and then I'm going to talk about Guy with some gates, and then I'm going to talk about the main part of this video being DMS Kakashi versus 8th gate Guy. Because you know, you got a lot of people out there who are mixed feelings about both. So I'm going to go in here and give both fighters a fair chance and see who comes out on top. But with that out the way, let's get straight into the video. Alright, now one of my first points here is for Guy actually. Now in the data book, it shows and states that Guy's base form is equal to anybody in the Akatsuki. And as we all know, I do not believe that's true, because even Guy going out to fight a 40% clone or a 30% clone of Kisame, he needed to open gates. And even when he fought Kisame on the Turtle Island, he also needed to open gates just to do that. So that's just something I want to throw out there. But also, even in the war arc, when Kakashi and Guy both showed up to try and save Naruto, I felt some type of way because, well, let me not say I felt some type of way, but, immediately right off the rip, you notice that Guy went into the 6th gate right off the rip. So that shows me that roughly 6th gate Guy and basically War Kakashi, buffed with, well, at this point he wasn't buffed with Naruto's chakra, but 6th gate Guy and basically War Kakashi are basically, they're equals. That's where I feel that Guy knows that he's on equal patterns with Kakashi. So I believe any other gates below 6 would probably lose to Kakashi. And I definitely feel that just because, like what I just said, the obvious stating of Guy going into the 6th gate right off the rip, it wasn't like, and then they also needed to amp himself to keep up with Kakashi, because Kakashi was going out there with a Chidori head first, going to go fight Bijou, and so was Guy. So he knew 6th gate right off the rip was going to be the only thing that was going to, give him some grounding, because if he went anything less, then he might have had some trouble. While Kakashi is out here Chidorian freaking Bijou, you got Guy over here having to knock him out in a few punches. But one thing I will give Guy is anything past 6th gate against a regular Mangekyo Sharingan Kakashi, yeah, Guy's gonna thrash him. Like, I'll give it that. 7th gate Guy is gonna mop the floor with Kakashi. That's not even close, honestly, because then that would require, that would debate you whether or not Mangekyo Sharingan War Kakashi is stronger than Kisame, which I don't think so. So yeah, we're gonna say anything past 6th gate is all Guy. Alright, now on to the big boy part of the fight. It's gonna be DMS versus 8th gates, and I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. Kakashi phases through everything. I don't know why people have this image that Kakashi just won't phase through everything that Guy can do. Because usually it would be headcanon to say people in Naruto could do some stuff like this and that, like how Itachi will one-shot anyone if he hit him with Tsukiyomi. Well, the thing is, we never seen him really always use that. Or somebody on Uchiha can just genjutsu somebody right off the rip. Well, we didn't always see them do that. But one thing we did always see is Obito Kamui through and just phasing through different attacks. So that's one argument that I know for a fact we can use. And like, I would be extremely downplaying Kakashi if I was to come up with a reason why he wouldn't want to phase through something that Guy throws at him. Now, I will give y'all this. Guy is definitely faster than Kakashi. Like, by far, Guy is the faster one. Like, I don't really think nobody can sit there and argue that he's not. But the thing is, Kakashi is also like able to teleport and once again phase through a lot of objects. So with Guy trying to hit him with anything, it just won't work. But what will work is if Kakashi tries to hit something on Guy. Now I understand that Guy can, like I just stated a few seconds ago, Guy is faster. But the thing is, this will be Guy's first time seeing a Susanoo. So number one, he would be kind of clueless on what it could do, but he also wouldn't know what to do if he got some Kamui shurikens thrown at him, because anybody would arguably, like, you see the Kamui shurikens coming towards you, you're gonna dodge it, but little does he know what the Kamui shurikens are all about. And that's something I'm actually gonna get into right now. All right, I apologize for that pause right there. I had to grab this image. I don't know how I forgot it. All right, but basically, like I was saying about Kamui shuriken. Now, Guy's gonna obviously dodge this when he sees it coming towards him, like anyone else in this show would do. But what Guy does not know is what we've seen when Kakashi used it versus Kaguya. Someone who's much faster than Guy, who I'll get into a little bit later because she has something to do with this. But even she was not able to dodge this. Well, she wasn't able to dodge one of Kakashi's attack. This was the Kamui shuriken actually took away one of her, like, it took an amount away from her biggest attack, which was her truth-seeking orb. And basically, the Kamui shuriken did not only just pocket away something, it pocketed away a huge amount of that truth-seeking orb. Because what people don't know and don't remember is the Kamui shuriken doesn't just take away what it hits, it explodes, and whatever is in the area is going into the Kamui dimension. So it's like a big old, it's just a humongous version of Kamui happening right then and there once he throws it and it decides to explode. Now also Kakashi has the Kamui lightning blade, which now I'm going to talk on the Kaguya feat, which Kaguya is much faster than both Kakashi and Guy. But somehow, some way, Zetsu stated that Kaguya is now faster than basically anybody else before this. But somehow, some way, Kakashi was able to tag her with Kamui lightning blade. Now that is a really important feat, because if Kakashi could tag someone faster than anyone else who we've seen in the show right now, that's really hard for me to argue and say that he would not be able to hit Guy, because that right there is a really impressive feat for Kakashi. Okay, now another quick thing I want to touch on is also Guy's his space bending and the difference between his space and Kakashi's space really quick. And basically the complete difference is, I think a lot of people fail to realize that bending space and basically tearing a hole in it and taking stuff away is two totally different things. Guy was only able to bend space, which was it's impressive. But with Kamui shurikens and all of the Kamui abilities, mostly Kamui shuriken of course, but being able to basically rip time open and just take up whatever is in that area is a lot more impressive than what bending space is. Now also what I want to talk about really quickly is Naruto's feats versus Madara. Now you might be wondering, why am I talking about this? This is really important, because Guy versus Madara, Guy used 8th gate, of course, as we all know. Now Guy thought that the only way they would win is using the 8th gate, because that's what he had been told. So Guy goes all out versus Madara. Now what a lot of people fail to realize, and even myself, I also forgot this, Madara never felt the need to use a limbo clone on Guy. He felt that he would have been completely fine without using limbo. Now you gotta remember, in the war arc, when Madara got his Rinnegan, when he started going off against Naruto and Sasuke, those limbo clones were the only thing that was saving him from possibly getting killed. So if he did not feel the need to use a limbo clone on Guy, who was in the 8th gate. Oh my god, you guys, I'm sorry. My mom walked in on me in the middle of recording something. Okay, so as I was saying, Guy, who was in the 8th gate, Madara did not need to use a limbo clone, but he needed to use one immediately when he seen Naruto. That tells you something. And Naruto did not even have his cloak on yet. This was straight base, just Sage mode Naruto. And Madara immediately felt the need, wait a minute, okay, I low-key might have some troubles here. I need to pop a limbo clone. And Naruto dodged it, and then that's when he hit him with that massive Rasen Shuriken. Okay, with all those points out the way, I feel that with all those reasonings, that Guy is seriously at a disadvantage right now, y'all. Like I didn't want to downplay Guy, but when I look more into the feats and when I look more into both of their showings, Guy was kind of a disappointment at 8th gate, considering the fact that right after the fact, Naruto came over there and pushed Madara farther with about 10 seconds than Guy did that entire time. And with that being said, y'all, I think I just have to say it that my winner is DMS Kakashi. I kind of figured that because on my top 10 strongest Naruto list, like I said in the beginning of the video, DMX Kakashi was in front of Guy, and I had him there for a reason. I just truly couldn't explain my reasoning in that video. So this one was a lot better. I was able to explain more so of my reason, of course. And yeah, I mean, I truly I hope more people are on my side about this because I always thought this one was an obvious one, but then I always thought it was such a debatable topic because I always thought DMS Kakashi was a really broken character, being with all the things that I said, being the Kamui Shuriken, having a Susanoo, having a Six Paths Imp, Chakra, all these other little things that played into him being such a top character, and him actually being able to tag Kaguya Otsutsuki. It was just a lot more impressive to me than being able to fight a one Rinnegan Madara. So with all those reasons out the way, with all my feats and my final conclusion, I think that's going to end off this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please be sure to be looking forward for the next video, which I will be dropping probably sometime next week. You know, these videos take quite a bit of time, quite a bit of searching. And also, if you made it to the end of the video, go down below and comment "made it." And while you down there, you might as well just drop another versus battle video because I got a whole bunch of videos ready for you guys, but I would love for you guys' opinions so I can get in more. But with all that out the way, I'll see you guys in the next video.